Hi guys, it's me, Jenna from the White Witch Parlor, and today I want to discuss the top 15 signs for spiritual awakening. This can be a really intense journey for people and time, and it's really good to know the symptoms so that you don't feel like you're going crazy or losing yourself, because you're definitely not. You're just turning into a butterfly and you're emerging out of your cocoon and you're finally awakening to something greater, and you're finally releasing that ego that's holding you down, and you're tired of being force-fed everything that's been told to you since you were born. So you're starting to really emerge and grow. And so without further ado, I'd like to go over my top 15 signs for spiritual awakening. And some of these things are things that I went through. This process can, like I said, be really intense, and it can move really quickly. So here is one of the top things that you might be experiencing that might help you along your journey. So one of the first things you might start noticing about yourself is that you start questioning everything. Whatever the media is telling you, whatever the medicine industries are force feeding you, you want to know why. Why is it so important that you are supposed to be taking these medicines? Or why is the news telling you these things, and why are you supposed to drink milk so much? So you're questioning all these things, especially the media, and you're saying, is this true? Is this the reality? And so you start not accepting anymore what you were once told, and you start questioning. And so you want to do your research, and you start expanding your knowledge and trusting your intuition, and you start listening a little more and going with what your heart is saying. We're told forever that ignorance is bliss, and you start to realize that it is not. When you're silenced and you're just conditioned to all these symptoms of, following the herd and just being a sheep, you want to break free and be that different sheep that can help make a difference not only in your own life but in other lives as well. Another sign you know you're spiritually awakening is that you start yearning to be free. You want to be free from your job. You want to be out in nature more. You want to break those chains and just break free and become yourself and who you really are, your authentic self. Seek to reconnect to nature and all the things that are alive around you and within you. In doing so, you really start noticing all the habits that you need to change, and all these things that are keeping you back and holding you down from becoming the best you can be. In your awakening process, you will find it easier and easier to start letting go of all these old habits that are just holding you down, whether it be smoking, biting your nails, talking badly about yourself to yourself, not believing in yourself enough. Sign number 3 of your spiritual awakening process is that you will start to love all living creatures and all living things. You will start to understand more why it's best not to eat animals and not to harm the living things, because they are our friends, they are not our food, and as in this ego society, we've built it to where man is above all animals and we can dominate everything. But in nature, everything is even, everything is equal. There is no hierarchy. We are all just one. And with that said, you don't want to consume something that's supposed to be a part of you and help you. During your enlightenment process, you will become way more health conscious. You will start reading the labels of what these food industries are putting in your food, and you will start understanding why it's so important to eat healthy and eat clean and be clean, because you are what you eat. So when you eat unhealthy and you eat these GMO products, you yourself, you're becoming a genetically modified person. So stop eating the bad stuff and start learning how to embrace healthy living, healthy eating, and you will become so much more spiritually enlightened in that journey as well. We have been conditioned since birth to do what we are told, and you have to learn when it's time to say no more. I'm going to break free from these chains, and I'm going to learn and embrace how to be a better me. While you're awakening, you will decide that you no longer want to be a sleeping zombie, and that you want to wake up, and you don't want to just watch what they show you on TV and buy what they tell you to buy so you can get yourself into debt. You want to break free from all these old habits and become you and become one with nature, and that's okay. Number 4 is that when you start coming out of this deep sleep zombie state, you start seeking so much more wisdom and information. Start to awaken to your higher self and all the needs of your mind, body, and spirit. You start trusting and listening to your body more. What does it need? What does it crave? Are you giving it the love and attention and the nutrition that your body needs? Sign number 5 is that you start to want to shed everything that no longer serves you. You want to do the whole out with the old, in with the new, and as you do clear out old stuff, old habits or material items in your closets and in your home, you start to need less because you realize all of that stuff is just stuff and it's just holding you down, and there's nothing that you're benefiting from it anymore, especially if it's just sitting in a closet. It is not helping you with your spiritual growth. If anything, it is holding you back. A lot of these things that we obtain over time, we actually just accumulate more debt. And with more debt, we have more problems, more stress. And when you want to break free from all that, you focus on getting rid of that clutter, clear your mind. There's a saying that I go back to every day: the state of your bed is the state of your head. So if your bed is not made and your room's not clean and your kitchen's a mess, you're going to feel scatterbrained. You're going to feel so overwhelmed with all this stuff laying around, stuff that you don't even need anymore. You'll find that within shedding a lot of these things, you might also start shedding people from your life and cutting those cords, those negative people that keep you down, or a circle of friends that aren't the greatest influence. You're going to want to seek out people who have the same vibrational thoughts as you and the same kindred spirits that believe in all these new things, or perhaps on the same journey as you right now, and it's someone that you can evolve with. Vibe really does attract your tribe, so you always want to put out the energy that you want to bring into your life, whether it's from friends, family, or the possessions that you do acquire over time. Spiritual awakening, sign number 6, is an attitude of gratitude. You'll start to evolve so much more in this understanding of all your thoughts and how they really do impact your life, and how everything past, present, and in your future is so easily manifested by your thoughts. So all those past problems you used to come from all the thoughts and the way you would think and the way you would create. You'll notice how all your thoughts throughout your whole life have been attracting everything you've ever had happen in your life, whether it's good or bad. Just know that all of it was a lesson and it was something for you to grow from. So now it's time to shed that stuff and get rid of all that negative energy. Spiritual awakening, sign number 7, is one of my favorites, and it's synchronicities. When I was first going through my awakening process, it was so beautiful to see all these things line up in my life. They could be a series of numbers, they could be animal totems that keep appearing to you, whether you see a coyote crossing the road every day, which you hadn't seen before, or numbers, letters, words, things like these to draw your attention to this higher vibrational plane, and know that there are higher beings trying to help pull you up vibrationally. And it's really cool when you start opening your eyes to all these new things, because it feels like you're seeing all these new things. They were always there, but they were in a sense a different dimension, and barely now with your new magical, enlightened, spiritually awakened eyes, you're starting to really see these things and grow from them. Important to take a journal and take note of everything that's happening to you, because later on when you reflect on all these things, you will see how many things were helping you along your journey. Spiritual awakening, sign number 8, is that maybe you're going through some turbulent times, maybe you're having major health issues, just a lot of bad luck, trauma in your life, a lot of just bad things happening all at once. That is your cue to take a step back and reevaluate everything. A lot of times when people are diagnosed with terminal cancer, they take this new lease on life and they actually grow from it. And even if they do wind up passing in the end, they lived out the last days of their life in the most beautiful way possible, and they had no fear anymore. A lot of people actually turn back the clocks, so to say, and they live a lot longer than expected, and a lot longer than doctors told them they were going to live, because they changed their whole entire mindset. They began to release their ego and just live life the way they wanted to live life. So if you're having turbulent times, take a step back and evaluate everything. Don't get so caught up in the emotional side of it. It's not worth it. Sign number 9 is that it's really important to stay focused and centered during this emotional roller coaster, because when we're spiritually awakening, this can happen really, really fast, and it can trigger a lot of emotions. Some of those emotions can be old emotions that are starting to bubble up within us, and this is our time to release them, make peace with them and release them. Let go of those old past pains in your life. If something bad happened to you as a child, grow from it, learn from it, make peace from it, and emerge from it. Let it go. And this is so important, because a lot of people, when they start bubbling up all these old emotions, past traumas, and bad things that happen in their life, they just dwell in it and they stay in that vibration and they don't grow and learn from it. So during this spiritual awakening process, as your emotional state is all chaotic, learn to center yourself and make peace with these emotions and just set them free. Spiritual awakening sign number 10 revolves around the throat chakra. There's a lot of people that experience a somewhat lump in their throat, or they feel like they have a frog in their throat, or something's in their throat. And it's really interesting, because most of these people don't realize that when they were young and they started to emerge into the adult culture of responsibility, they started closing off their throat chakra. And when they did that, they lost their creative expression, and they didn't say what they wanted to say on their mind anymore. They didn't experience life in a magical way. They didn't do all these things that they used to do as a child, because they've been silenced and they've been conditioned to just get in the workforce and start working 9 to 5 every day. Don't question, just do. The throat chakra vibrates with the color blue, and this is a time when we start to activate the throat chakra and we start really expressing what's in our hearts and our minds once again, for the first time in our lives sometimes. And for most of it's been a long time since we've been able to do that. And so this weird throat blockage is starting to open, and you're starting to feel that really work itself and work its magic. So with that open vibration, you start to feel like a whole new soul is coming forth. Spiritual awakening sign number 11 is that you feel like you're missing something in your life, or you actually feel homesick. And I know that I did get this feeling a ton. I felt like once a week for a while I was feeling homesick. Even though I was home, everything was going fine and happy at my house, I felt homesick. I felt like something was missing. But it's during this time that we're beginning to remember why we came back here to earth, what our life purpose was. This feeling is happening on such a deep soul level that's why it's starting to conjure up these homesick feelings. Where did we come from? Why are we here? As you start to remember why you came here, it may trigger some feelings of loneliness. Some people get depressed over this, but remember to stay strong and focused, and you will get through this time. It's a turbulent roller coaster, but the roller coaster will come to an end, and you will emerge so much brighter and more beautiful and happy. Just take this as a lesson to grow and strengthen from within. Spiritual awakening sign number 12 is your sleep patterns. You might notice that you're sleeping less, or your dreams are way more intense, or you're feeling really fatigued during the day even if you are sleeping a lot. And that is because there's so much change happening in your body and your soul and your mind. That's a lot of work. So for anyone, if you're doing exercise, or for a pregnant woman who's carrying a baby, that's a whole new life she's creating. So of course she's going to be tired. And that's the same with us on a soul level. We're doing so much work and so much exercising, and so many things are awakening and activating within us that our bodies, our physical bodies, are going to start becoming a little more drained and tired. Your dreams might become really vivid, and you'll feel as if you're getting these signs and messages from higher ups, or even yourself, your subconscious mind, and you'll get these animal totems coming to you in dreams sometimes as well. Take a journal and start noting everything that's happening to you, because I guarantee you, when you look back at all these 1 year later, you will see what your journey was teaching you. While this shift is happening and the exhaustion is plaguing you, make sure that you find time to balance work and play. Make sure you get a lot of rest and relaxation, because you need it at this time. Sign number 13 is that you are drawn to meditation, and you will find that while you start to meditate, no matter if you've never done it before, you will start practicing and learning and really developing your meditative skills. And you will find that it also helps balance your emotions, and that can be really important, because this is bubbling up so many old emotions that we're getting rid of. You need to learn how to center yourself and ground your energy. During meditation, you will find so much peace within you, and you will really learn to love just being silent and in the present moment. It's really good idea during this time too to come out in nature like I did today. This is a great way to ground your energy and really open up your heart chakra to all the green leaves and the trees around you. Spiritual awakening sign number 14 is love. You will notice that love conquers all, and as you start to awaken, you will just grow in this vibration more and more and more, and you will really learn how to start really loving yourself above all, because when you do love yourself, you're able to give that energy so much more to other people. Although you might really want to change their ways, just learn to make peace with the things that they do and simply lead by example. Change your ways, lead your life in this beautiful, loving, enlightened way, and they will see the changes in you and they will want that too, and they will follow your example. Sign number 15 is one of the most important ones of all, and that is to seek your truth. What is it that you came here on earth to do? Now that you're awakening, are you doing something that's really pleasing your soul, making you happy? And how can you use your natural abilities and gift to help and encourage others? What can you do? And I guarantee you that whatever it is, if you do it with all your heart and mind and set everything else aside, set aside the money aspect or, the dream house, the dream car, all the material gain, do it because you love it, you will attract all those things naturally without even having to work so hard and trying so hard. You need to keep doing the activities that you love because that keeps your energy and your vibrations really high. And when you give a little bit to others, you can share. You have so much vibrational energy that's of pure love and light that it's so easy to give some of it away because you've learned how to maintain that high vibrational state of being. Share that energy with others because it is a beautiful thing. Thank you guys so much for tuning back in today. I hope you liked this video on spiritual awakenings. I love sharing some of this information with you. I was going to bed last night and something told me, do a spiritual awakening video. You need to do it. So I did, and I came out to nature today and I followed my intuition and I'm centering my energy, and now I don't think I want to leave even though I'm done with the video. But I hope you guys do come back next week for the next video. I love you all so very much. Have a beautiful and blessed week. Mwah. Bye. Love you guys.